Hello and welcome to the classroom. My name is Miss Kathy and I am so glad you're here. In this class, you're going to get a completely free pre-K curriculum, which you could also use for preschool or kindergarten. This is a combination of many years of teaching experience. In fact, this class is the exact class that I used when I taught pre-K in a private school. I also homeschooled my own children. So this is a completely free curriculum and I hope that it will be a blessing to your family. Be sure to subscribe and like if you don't mind so that this can get shared with other homeschooling families. Well, it is time for us to get started. Sue, come out and say hi to our friends. Well, Sue, today P is for pumpkin, and we're going to carve a pumpkin today. And we're also going to read about It's Pumpkin Time in our story time. And we're going to have fun counting pumpkin seeds and tracing hexagons that look like pumpkins. So stick around. We're going to have a great time together today learning. Well, Sue, before we do all that fun stuff, we've got to do our class job. Do you remember what our class job is? We've got to feed Fred the fish. Will you help me feed Fred? Okay, well, let's get Fred's fish food. Hi, Fred. Here you go. Well, now that we have fed Fred, let's turn around and let's see what day it is. The month is October, and let's reach in and see how we're going to count. It says we're going to make big, giant pumpkins with our arms. So can you do that? Can you make a big, giant pumpkin with your arm? All right, we'll do that as we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, one more, 11 pumpkins. Today is October 11th. Can you say that? October 11th. So if you want to know what day it is, go up to the top. It starts with a W and it's right in the middle. So what day could it be? It's Wednesday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Well, it is time to look outside the window and see what your weather looks like today. Is your weather sunny or rainy or cloudy or windy? When I do like this with my microphone, you can just shout it out. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? It is out today. It is out today. Well, let's dress Weather Bear. Weather Bear, we're going to put on a pair of pants for you and shoes and a belt and a t-shirt. And what is the season right now? The season is fall. Okay, well, that was our calendar and weather time, and now it's time for our letter of the day. Today's letter is the letter P. Can you say P? Does your name have a letter P? If your name has letter P, stand up. If your name has letter P, stand up. If your name has letter P, if your name has letter P, if your name has letter P, stand up. Well, today P is for pumpkin. And what color are pumpkins? Orange. So I used my orange crayon to decorate my letter P today. Parents, you can get a copy of these blank alphabet sheets to decorate at my website. The link is below. Well, now that we can recognize letter P, next we'll practice writing it. I'll show you how to write letter P. First, you make a line that goes straight down like number 1. And then you go back to the top and you curve around from the top to the middle. That's the big letter P. Let's practice using our handwriting paper if you're ready for that. And if you want a copy of this, it's also at my website. Okay, so first you're going to make a line that goes straight down, and then you're going to curve around from the top to the middle. Down and curve around. Down and curve around. So you can pause and practice, or you can practice those later today if you'd like. The big letter P and the small letter P are the same. So we're just going to do it again. Make a line that comes down and then curve from the middle, from the top to the middle. Now the only thing that's different is if you're using handwriting paper, you need to start downstairs and go into the basement and then curve around like that. So down and curve around. But this time we're in the downstairs and in the basement. Down and curve around. Down and curve around. So that's how you write letter P, and I know you are doing such a great job, so I'm going to cheer for you and give you a sticker for your handwriting paper. It's a purple flower. P is for purple. Well, now we know what P looks like. We can recognize it. We can write it. So next we'll talk about the sound that letter P makes. Letter P says, p, p, p. It's almost just like a puff of air. Can you try? P, p, p. Letter P says, p, p, p. It kind of sounds like popcorn popping. Well, I brought my popcorn bucket and I have some cards inside. We're going to play the popcorn game. I'm going to reach in and pull out a card. If it's the letter P, then I want you to pop up and make that letter P sound. But if it's not letter P, don't pop up. Are you ready to play? Okay, is this letter P? Yes, pop up. Is this letter P? Yes, pop up. Is this letter P? No, that's not letter P. Is this letter P? Yes, pop up. Is this letter P? Yes, pop up. Is this letter P? No, that's not letter P. Is this letter P? No. Is this letter P? Yes, pop up. Well, you did a great job playing the popcorn game. And now we know what letter P sounds like. So we're going to use that sound for blending. Now, if you're not ready for blending just yet, if you're using this class for preschool, or I think pre-K could be blending, but preschool for sure, you could just skip this part. But we're going to use the vowels A, E, I, and O. We've learned those already. Pretty soon we'll add another one, letter U. Let's put letter P in the front. And let's try to make these sounds go together. That's what blending is. If you want to know how to read, this is how you learn how to read. Step 1, learn the letter sounds. Step 2, learn how to make those sounds go together. And that's what we're doing right now. Letter P says, p, 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 p. And letter A says a, as in achoo. So put those sounds together like this. Pa, 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 like pat. Sometimes you pat a puppy on its head. Pa, pa, pat. Okay, let's do the next one. Letter P says p. Letter E says eh, p, eh, pe, 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 like our pet fish Fred. Pe, pet. Okay, next we have P and I. P says p, 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 p. I says eh, p, 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 like a pig. Oink, 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 oink. Last one, P and O. P says p, p, p. O says ah, p, ah, pa, pa, like popcorn. Pa, pe, p, paw. You did a great job with our blending and with our letter time for today. Well, now it's time for math. And for math, we're going to be counting pumpkin seeds. Take a look at this pumpkin. Okay, so we're going to cut out the seeds, and I already have mine cut right here. And we're going to add them inside the pumpkin one by one as we count. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 seeds inside the pumpkin. Now take a look here at the top corner. That's number 9, but that's not the way we usually write number 9. We write number 9 like this, a circle and a line. A circle and a line makes the number 9. But this is also 9. That line is just curved. Sometimes when you are playing a game on the computer, you probably might see a 9 like this. It just has a curvy line, but this is still number 9. Okay, so let's do something fun. Let's take away some seeds. All right, we have 9 seeds, but we're going to take away 1. Now how many seeds are there? Now there are 8. We have 8 seeds, but let's take away 1. Now how many seeds are there? Now there are 7. We have 7 seeds. Take away 1. How many seeds are there? 6. 6 seeds. Take away 1. How many are left? 5. Good counting. 5 seeds. Take away 1. Count and see how many are left. 4. 4 seeds are left. Good. 4 seeds. Take away 1. How many are left? 3. 3 seeds. Take away 1. How many are left in the pumpkin? 2. 2 seeds. Take away 1. How many are left? 1. 1 seed. Take away 1. How many are left? 0. No seeds. We scooped all the seeds out of the pumpkin. Well, it's next time for our shape of the week, and we've been working on the shape hexagon. We're going to trace some hexagons today. A hexagon has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A hexagon has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What shape is this? It has 6 sides. It's a hexagon. Very good. Well, today for our science time, we are going to open up a pumpkin, see what's inside, and learn the parts of a pumpkin. Now, I made that as a separate video, so look below so that you can get the link and you can pause right now and do your science, or you can watch that video after we do our art and our story time. That's what's next, so let's head over to the art table. We're going to make a paper bag pumpkin. Okay, so here we are at the art table and we're going to make a paper bag pumpkin. I have a paper bag and some orange paint and also some extra paper that I'm going to use to stuff my pumpkin. Now this is very important. You don't want to paint on this side with the flap. You want to paint on the other side. And if you don't want to get your paints out, you can just color with your orange crayon or marker. We're going to go all the way about halfway from the bottom into about right here, about halfway. All right, so I'm just gonna start painting my paper bag at the bottom. Painting it orange. Okay, so remember we're gonna only go about halfway up. Okay, so once we get our pumpkin painted, we're going to very carefully open the bag. You can wait and let it dry if you'd rather. And then we're going to take a piece of paper that we don't need and crumple it up and put it into the bag. We're stuffing the bottom of our bag. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is very carefully, and again, wait and let it dry if you need to. But I'm going to very carefully grab the middle of the bag, just above where I painted, and I'm going to twist it. Twist, twist, twist. This is going to be the stem of the pumpkin. You have to really squeeze and twist. Squeeze and twist. Okay, so there you have it. That's my pumpkin stem. And the neat thing is this pumpkin will actually stand up. So that is our art project for today. We made a paper bag pumpkin. Now, if you want to, you can also add a stem. I just have a green pipe cleaner, and I'm just going to wrap that around like this. And then I'm just going to wrap the pipe cleaner around my finger and just make it look a little curly, like a green pumpkin vine. So there you have it. That's our art project for today, a paper bag pumpkin. Our story today for story time is called It's Pumpkin Time, Little Farm. You know it's pumpkin time when the little farm wakes from its long sleep to a brisk and cool fall morning. You know it's pumpkin time when the little farm sees geese flying south for the winter. You know it's pumpkin time on the little farm when the farmer and his wife eat pumpkin pancakes with maple syrup for breakfast. You know it's pumpkin time when the animals on the little farm get fed their early morning breakfast of pumpkins, oats, and gourds. You know it's pumpkin time on the little farm when the apples fall from trees and are ready for apple picking. You know it's pumpkin time when the little farm's truck begins to rumble down the road with a heaping load of shiny pumpkins to sell at the market. You know it's pumpkin time when you taste the crisp homemade apple cider from Little Farm's cider press. You know it's pumpkin time when the little farm smells of homemade pumpkin bread just out of the oven. You know it's pumpkin time when you see the scarecrow rise out of the cornfield behind the little farm. You know it's pumpkin time on the little farm when leaves start to make a magical blanket of colors on the ground below. You know it's pumpkin time on the little farm when the pumpkin patch has vines winding through pumpkins of every shape and size. You know it's pumpkin time when the farmer's wife begins to make homemade applesauce with the freshly picked apples from the little farm. You know it's pumpkin time when the little red tractor at the little farm pulls the hayride full of moms, dads, and children out to the pumpkin patch. You know it's pumpkin time when the big tractors begin to work in the fields from dawn until dusk on the little farm. You know it's pumpkin time at the little farm when children run from the bus to the pumpkin patch to pick a pumpkin just the right size to take home. You know it's pumpkin time when the animals of the little farm are taken in from the fields and are snug and warm in their cozy little red barn in their very own stables for the cool fall nights. You know it's pumpkin time when the days begin to shorten and the sun starts to set behind the hills of the pumpkin patch on the little farm. You know it's pumpkin time on the little farm when bats come out at dusk to dine upon apples that have fallen to the ground below. You know it's pumpkin time when the harvest moon rises and all is quiet and peaceful on the little farm. It's pumpkin time, little farm. Good night. And the end. Well, it was pumpkin time in our class today, Sue, and I hope you had some fun learning. Tomorrow, Q is for quarter, so we'll talk about money. I hope I'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.